beast.
If you guys would like to pick up any of the figures you see in today's video, go over to ringsidecollectibles.com and use the promo code MDTOYS to save yourselves 10%. What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. Today we have another WWE Elite Figure 2-in-1 review on the brand new Elite 64 Jeevan, Cena, and Samoan Joseph right here, guys. John Cena, my favorite wrestler of all time. Samoa Joe, one of my grown-to-be favorite wrestlers on SmackDown Live. And this is definitely the best Samoa Joe they've ever made. You can just see it immediately when you look at it. And then John Cena, an updated attire, and you know he's already back with a different attire, but you know it's alright. And I never had this added to my Cena timeline. You guys know I have the biggest John Cena collection in the world, and I never had this figure made. I never got to do this attire because I never had the custom shirt made or the hat or armbands made, so I'm glad that Mattel gave it to us so I can add it to my timeline. Still have yet to get his current day Super Showdown-esque and, you know, current day attire, but you know, it is what it is, guys. But getting into the packaging, you have a front viewing window here of both figures. If you spin it to the side, you have a picture of beautiful Big Match John and Samoa Joe's name here. On the other side, you got John Cena's name, and on the other side of Samoa Joe's packaging, you have a nice picture of Joe, and then on the back, you have images of both men. You got some read-up. If you'd like to read that, you can pause it right now. The rest of the figures in this incredible wave, and that is pretty much it for both of their packaging, guys, so you know how we do. We got to get the explosion going and get them out of their packaging. So here we have both figures out of the packaging, guys, and my goodness, do both of these guys look absolutely, do both of these figures look absolutely fantastic. I am excited for both of these figures. John Cena, my boy, looking fresh to death in his lime green Hulk-inspired attire is like what I like to call. You got the lime green and the purple going all through. Samoa Joe, definitely the best Joe figure. We're going to take a comparison look between all of his figures. I believe this is his 4th Elite this far. What we're going to do first, guys, is take a look at Joe's accessories and then Joe, and then we'll take a closer look at John Cena's accessories and John Cena. So getting into Joe's accessories, guys, starting off, he does have this t-shirt right here, and this is fairly new. You can see here it says Joe, and it's got 3 Joes in white and then 1 Joe in red. I don't actually know. I mean, to be honest with you guys, this isn't a very good t-shirt design. It's just like to put his name on there 4 times and that'll be it. But I do like that it's a cloth t-shirt. He has come with a t-shirt every single time that we've gotten a Samoa Joe figure, so that's pretty cool. And every single time we get a Samoa Joe t-shirt, we get a Samoa Joe towel to go with it. So this is our 4th Samoa Joe towel in the history of Samoa Joe Elites, and that is just a trend that they continue to do. And of course, he does come with his interchangeable hands. You have an open hand, and then I call it a Samoan hand or a hang loose hand, and you know, it's just like the what's up or whatever, like dialing it up. And so I have already put the open hand on the taped hand on the figure, that way that he could, you know, just have the hang loose on one side instead of both. But that is pretty much it for Joe's accessories, guys. So let's go ahead and get into Samoa Joe himself. So taking a look at Samoa Joe, guys, look at that head scan.
Oh, Wendy!
I mean, my God, that is perfect to Joe. It's easily his best head scan, and when we compare it in the next segment of the video, I mean, it's going to be kind of crazy how much better this one looks than the rest. You got the same Samoa Joe torso that we've had in the past. Everything's the same, except this time, instead of giving us an extra elbow pad, which I don't think they've ever done anyways, they went ahead and painted it on, and I like this. I know people have mixed feelings about it, but I kind of like the painted on elbow pad, you know, because he always wears the elbow pad, and instead of hindering articulation, now you can get better posing with the elbow pad painted onto his arm there. And of course his hands on the left side always have the hand tape, and then we have the wrist tape on both sides. You got your other hang loose hand there. On the shorts, we have seen these shorts before with the Elite 43 Joe, but this time, instead of getting paint chipping all over the place on the leg like we used to see in the past, they actually molded the leg in red. So now you no longer have to worry about your red paint chipping off on the leg. I know mine had a problem with that. A lot of people has had a problem with that. This time you don't have to worry about it because it actually will not chip anymore, so that's beautiful. On this side you got black, on this side it's obviously red, and then of course in the knee hole, it used to be skin color, but they painted it white. I don't know if that's something that Joe actually did, if he had like a wrap under there or what, but it is white this time, and then you have your black kick pads, and that pretty much does it for Samoa Joe, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at some Samoa Joe Elite comparisons. So here we have a look at every single Mattel Elite Samoan Joseph that they have ever made. You got the Elite 43, the brand new Elite 64, the GameStop exclusive back here, and then the Elite 56. And I like all of them, and I think that all of them are pretty strong. I love that we got a different attire every single time, but this time they gave us the painted on elbow pad. You get the interchangeable hands, and you got the brand new absolute best Samoa Joe head scan. Maybe in the future we're going to get a SummerSlam Elite. Maybe he'll have his blue shorts with an updated head scan. Maybe with that updated haircut that Samoa Joe's been rocking. What a beautiful figure, guys. I mean, it's just easy. When you look at all of these up next to each other, it's clear to see they finally got it right with the TrueFX head scan. And this is absolutely the best Samoa Joe out of the 4 that Mattel has made. So getting into John Cena, guys, what we're going to do is just go ahead and pop the hat in here. You guys can see it says Never Give Up there. It's got his logos going all the way around. Very nice decals going on this figure. You know, it's the lime green colorway with the purple accents. On the t-shirt, you guys can see it has him powerlifting, HLR, hustle, loyalty, respect. You got respect down there. Don't know why it just says respect on there. I guess that's sort of been his theme for the past few attires. You know, it's just been respect. It's been, you know, instead of loyalty and hustle, it's been all about the respect on the last few t-shirts. I wish they made these t-shirts bigger because this ish is annoying. This is why I always used to get custom t-shirts because they make them way too small. I think Samoa Joe's t-shirt is like the perfect size, but this one's too small for me. I just don't like how small they make them. Of course, you have his t-shirt, you have his armband, which we're not going to take off because, you know, it's always the same with John Cena. And then he comes with his signature dog tags. One more thing that this figure comes with, guys, is interchangeable hands, and they finally, for the first time ever, gave us You Can't See Me hands. I am absolutely in love with this. I've been waiting on this forever. Maybe in the future they'll give us interchangeable hands that are, you know, the hustle, loyalty, respect sign with his hand. I think that would be sick. I know we've seen that in the past, but it wasn't interchangeable. You had to like heat it up with a hairdryer just to get it out of there. So hopefully in the future we'll see that. He also comes with open hands, so that is great. No fists for this one, but there are fists on every other John Cena Elite. Great, you know, it's your standard John Cena. We've seen it 150 times. They still haven't updated his head scan. It's not the TrueFX just yet. We have the ripped up torso, ripped up arms, same shorts that we saw with his last Elite. You got the red, white, and blue on there with the nice, I love this color of the jorts. I think that's a perfect color for his jorts. And then he has his powerlifting shoes with the light blue, white, and black with his knee pads, and that's pretty much it for your John Cena Elite figure. So to be honest with you guys, instead of getting every single John Cena down to compare the brand new John Cena to these, I'm just going to let you guys take a little look-see here at the John Cena collection starting out at the top. I'm just going to take you guys through real quick so that you can see what the brand new John Cena does look like compared to his other figures. You can see pretty much he went from long jorts to shorter shorts, and he pretty much kept those. He went back to khakis right here, and then he brought back the blue jean shorts. He went to camo shorts, black shorts, and everything in between, and you guys can see all the way up until his new figure there. We got the Lance Catamaran Custom in the corner, and that pretty much does it for your John Cena Elite figure comparisons. So since these are the last 2 figures in the set we have to review, guys, I'm going to be ranking my favorite figures out of the set from least to greatest. So when we move forward with any series in the future, say Elite 65 comes out, once I get to the last 2 figures in that set to review, I will be ranking each figure in that set from least to greatest every single series from here on out. So you guys can look forward to that every single set from now on. But anyways, guys, starting out with number 6, I had to go with John Cena. I love John Cena to death, and I love that we got You Can't See Me hands, but it's just so unfortunate that we've had this figure so many times before, and the shirt is pretty small, and it's not my favorite attire that he's ever worn to the ring, so I had to put it at the lowest rank. Moving on to number 5, I had to put Jimmy Uso. It's just that head scan. The head scan just wasn't great. I love the cloth jacket and everything, but I think his brother beat him slightly, which brings me to number 4. Number 4 is going to be Jey Uso. I really love Jey Uso compared to Jimmy. I love this cloth jacket, but I just think that the Jey figure is a little bit better. Not sure exactly why, but with that black backwards hat on there, it really brings it together. So Jey comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Kurt Hawkins, first Elite in the line. I really like this figure a lot. Great accessories, great likeness to Kurt Hawkins. I don't know why it's not higher. I'm not as excited for this figure as I thought I would be. I do enjoy the figure, but it's not my top favorite. Coming in at number 2, we have Samoa Joe. I just really, really love this Joe head scan, and everything about this figure is pretty much perfect to Samoa Joe, so I had to rank it really, really high. I am just so big on this head scan, so it really blew it away for me, and I love that they painted on the elbow pad for better articulation, and you get the hang loose hands. And then, of course, the top spot has to go to Mr. Burn It Down himself, Seth freaking Rollins. Had to give it to my boy Seth to top it off. I just love this figure to death. It's a literal perfect figure from head to toe. Besides the open knee pads, that could have been better. But you know what? I cannot, deduct a point because everything is so great. That head scan is freaking perfect, and it edged out Samoa Joe by just a little bit. So Seth Rollins does take the cake for the best figure in Elite 64, in my opinion, guys. But that pretty much does it for my rankings of Elite 64. But that pretty much does it for both of these Elite 64 figures, guys. I would highly recommend John Cena. If you have not updated your John Cena in a while, it's a great figure to update it. It finally comes with You Can't See Me hand, so that's a great feature of this figure. Definitely a big selling point for me if I were to purchase this. Samoa Joe, same thing, guys. If you haven't updated your Samoa Joe, I would definitely do so, and especially if you haven't bought one yet, this is the perfect one to buy. It's the best head scan. It's the best Samoa Joe Elite they've made so far, and what an epic way to cap off this set, guys. I am absolutely in love with every single figure in this set. I would definitely recommend every single one of them, and if you guys would like to, you can go over to ringsidecollectibles.com and pick them up using the promo code MDTOYS to save yourselves 10%. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed every single review out of Elite 64. If you did miss a couple of those reviews, definitely go back on the channel and watch them. They've been over the past few days. We reviewed every single figure in the set now. I hope you enjoyed the ranking system in this video. Subscribe to the channel for more epic WWE figure videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MyDamnToys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.
Oh, Wendy!